Hello! Today I'd like to demo for you MiCollab for Microsoft, Mitel's new integration into Microsoft Skype for Business environment. MiCollab for Microsoft was built from the ground up to provide customers who have chosen to utilize Skype for Business as their primary messaging and collaboration platform with a new, modern, and more fluid Mitel communications experience from within their Skype for Business client. With MiCollab for Microsoft, a customer would still obtain their presence information, all their chat-based communications, and collaboration services via the Skype for Business client. However, all of their voice-based services would be provided by the MyVoice communications platform. The one thing that's probably jumping out at you is what's missing from this particular client, and that is the box that was previously located at the bottom of the Skype for Business client with our older plugin. With the new MiCollab for Microsoft, it's more of a silent integration, so no longer would a user need to go to that box to make and take calls and to interact with those calls, but now they perform those capabilities seamlessly from within the client. So let's jump in and take a closer look. So with MiCollab for Microsoft, there are several locations where a user can actually make a call from within the client. The first being when a user performs a long hover over any of their clients. By long hovering over a contact, what you'll see is a new set of icons that pop up. So using Skype for Business, the most common area a user would go to would be the phone icon. And as you can see, when I go over to the phone icon, I get a drop-down menu. The numbers that are provided to me at the top would be ones that a user would select to make a MyVoice-based call. As you can see from within the list, you still got Skype call there, so they could still utilize Skype to make a Skype-to-Skype internal call. But utilizing those numbers at the top is how they would actually make a MyVoice or a MiCollab for Microsoft MyVoice-based call. And so the other thing to point out here is that a user could be utilizing the MiCollab for Microsoft to say call into a conference and could still be reached via Skype for someone else internally that needed to get in touch with them. So the other location where a user could make a call is from within the actual More Options icon associated with that long hover. Here within the options list, you'll find Start MiCollab Audio Call. So another method a user could actually perform to make a MyVoice audio call is by performing a right-click function on the contact. Here you'll see a menu pops up, and there are two ways that a user could actually make a MyVoice-based call using the MiCollab for Microsoft integration. So within this list, you'll find the Start MiCollab Audio Call, but if I go to the very top, you'll see a call function. Again, a common place where a user would typically make a Skype call. Here you'll find the same choices being provided to them as they found within that phone icon. So again, providing the user with that more fluid, seamless Skype for Business experience with the MiCollab for Microsoft integration. So another way that a user can make calls using Skype for Business is within the phone section or the phone tab of the Skype for Business client. Here, by entering in the digits that they want to call, whether it's internal or external, they will make a MyVoice-based call using the MiCollab for Microsoft integration. So let me go back to my contacts here. So say if I was having a chat with a particular contact, which is an everyday occurrence within the Skype for Business client. So if we say, needed to take that conversation from online to real time, I could maybe utilize the Skype-based video calling. However, if I just wanted to have a quick audio call with you, by selecting that phone icon located within the chat window, you'll see I'm presented with a very similar set of options as I was within the phone icon. So here the numbers associated with this particular client, by selecting those, would allow me to make a MyVoice-based call. And as you can see, I still retain my Skype calling capabilities within the client as well. Additionally, if I move over to the More Options icon, by selecting that, presents me with a similar list where I find the Start MiCollab Audio Call, where I could start the call that way as well. So whether it's from my contact section or the phone section or even from within a chat window, as you can see is that clients that utilize the Skype for Business client and of course alongside the MiCollab for Microsoft integration are provided that more fluid, that more seamless communications experience, that seamless Mitel communications experience from within their Skype for Business client. So when a new call comes into the user, they'll receive a MiCollab for Microsoft pop-up window that alerts them to the inbound call and of course enabling them to select which device they would like to answer the call on if and where applicable, if they have multiple devices associated with them. However, bringing up my active call window associated with this recording, you can see that I have that very, again, similar Skype for Business look, touch, and feel of that call window. The only difference being is that if I looked in my active applications tray at the bottom, you can see I have now that Mitel logo, and that is the tab that is associated with this particular call. And here I can choose to hang up the call, place the call on hold. I can transfer the call using supervised or blind transfer. And of course, I have access to the IVR dial pad, so that way I can insert digits if I need to. And again, if you're familiar with the older previous plugin, that was all done from within that plugin at the bottom of that Skype for Business client. So now the users, again, provided with that more seamless, fluid Skype for Business look, touch, and feel, but that Skype for Business experience. So as I mentioned before, the MiCollab for Microsoft is a silent integration. And so what I mean by that is that you don't necessarily have that direct plugin anymore, but what you'll find is a MiCollab for Microsoft application that's running silently in the system desktop tray located in the right side corner of the user's PC windows. So when they're running Skype for Business alongside MiCollab for Microsoft, that is the only Mitel-based application or the only location where they would actually see it running, just silently running in their systems tray. And of course, performing a right click on it brings up the pop-up menu of all the different ways I can interact and tweak my MiCollab for Microsoft integration. For example, it may be turning on my soft phone. It may be choosing to see all the call history from all the calls I've made or missed. It could be choosing to set up in advance which device I always want to make calls with, whether it's a soft phone or maybe my desk phone. And of course, last but not least, I have my preferences, and by selecting that, you can see it pops up the preferences box where I can go in and choose if I have a teleworker associated with me, turn that on. I can choose that when I do have inbound calls, do I want a pop-up box to occur or not? And of course, I have the ability to set additional preferences as well as send diagnostic logs in case I run into any issues and I need to work with support to troubleshoot them. Plus, one of the great new additions of MiCollab for Microsoft is that the end user is automatically prompted to upgrade the integration at the desktop when a new version is made available to the organization when they update their MiCollab for Microsoft server software. Thank you for your time. This has been a quick demo of the MiCollab for Microsoft integration.